I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It's never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away.
Damn it. Sean, open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been... Let's start...
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far... You have traveled. It's good to... I am.
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, You had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun. You'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. Plenty of... even in their attempts to... But then, I was... I am the...
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just what else can I say?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'm not here to take orders.
I'm afraid things here are different from the lawless wastes above. A society cannot be maintained without order. While you may be my father, I am father to the Institute. It follows my lead. And thus, for now, you must as well. Will you trust me?
All right. I'll go along with it.
Excellent. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them. and then we'll discuss what comes next.
That's it.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh.
Hi, Doc.
I don't
They
know.
weren't kidding.
Most
We
of them
really
have
are
lasted
here.
long past
Well,
their
all
projected
right.
lifespans.
I'm Allie.
If you ask
Allie
me,
Fillmore.
they were
You
built
can think
pretty
of me
well.
as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. If you don't mind my...
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facility...
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Over the years, we've... When necessary.
Right.
Fortunate. It's a good thing, too.
Uh-huh.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 running.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Nothing. At this point,
Excuse
she's
me,
just doing
Doctor?
it for fun.
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do.
Don't worry. I promise I won't.
Thank you, I do appreciate that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right. This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to report every symptom.
You're here. Glad you made it. Seeing you.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
Always
They're
be
dragging
vigilant.
their feet on the
We have
targeting
many
package
enemies.
upgrades I asked for.
We're all
Maybe I
looking
should take
forward
some
to
courses
working.
with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other
So.
departments.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Instant. They are highly self-sufficient. But I gather you... In fact, I'd very much...
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed... Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Greetings, sir.
Hey there.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son. father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Hey there.
I'm trying to learn chess, but the computer always beats me. Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference. The coursers give me the creeps, you know? They seem, I don't know, cold.
I must be
Be careful wearing that. You might be mistaken for a Brotherhood of Steel soldier.
Hey.
Pardon me, sir. Just a routine patrol, sir.
Nothing to report, sir.
If you need medical attention, see Dr.
Operating at full capacity.
Hey there.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you...
Excuse me, Doctor.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real...
Sure. No argument here.
Nice to meet someone who isn't obsessed with replacing people with machines. I've been saying for years that we're too reliant on these synths. But nobody wants to listen. Maybe you can talk some sense into them. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here. Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this.
All systems
Perhaps
nominal.
after you've been disassembled,
Scanning.
we can use
Subject
your
identified.
components to make something that's
Operating
actually
at
useful.
full capacity.
Your presence here is a great gift. Not just to Father, but to all of us.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
examined my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now.
Hey, Doc.
It's
Welcome.
remarkable that any
So good
child
to have
can
you here.
survive for so
Dr.
long
Clayton
up there, don't
Holdren,
you think?
head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Sounds like a waste of time to me. You should create something more useful.
It's just my opinion, of course, but I don't believe that every discovery needs to be useful. Sometimes we innovate for no other reason than to learn what's possible. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I doubt it. I just don't think I'd fit in.
It's a big decision, I know, but it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. They're behaviored two of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Most men lack the patience to observe and
promising
document.
results. Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
Resetting threat level.
Yes.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Got it.
Of the military at 7 a.m. That's it. Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. It's 8 a.m. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects. But as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board. Exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course. Keep it tuned here for updates.
I'm sorry, but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Dr. Holdren.
Something I can do for you?
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
9 a.m. here at Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Power armor. You take down a Brotherhood soldier?
I hope all your needs are being seen to. You just let me know if they're not.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
The only place I want to call home was destroyed a long time ago.
I'm truly sorry. This must all be terribly difficult for you. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
I'm not scared of the surface.
Hi there.
So you're father's father, but he's older than you.
Radio Freedom.
That's weird.
Nothing to report.
What are you going to tell me?
Stay tuned for updates.
Phase 3.
No, I can't talk about that.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 10 a.m. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates. 11 a.m. here at Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
Pardon me. I don't think you'll be needing that suit of power armor in here. Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Won't be able to hack this. Terminal somewhere.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
I wish you could have known Father as we have. Good to see you. Father is more than just our leader. He is the creator.
Sean.
This is
about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but
stay safe out there, people.
we've made remarkable progress.
You made a child synth that looks like you. It's an abomination.
It's a synth, not a human being. A simulacrum. Try to be more open-minded. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me,
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, the voice of the
what do you
Minutemen.
think? Do you think you could love him?
Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned
Like
here
you would
for
a real
Minutemen
boy?
alerts.
I don't need a synth. I found the real Sean.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, the synth is far closer to what you expected. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Sean.
I couldn't be more proud of what we've achieved. Hello, Father. I hope your time in the Institute has been enjoyable.
This is Radio Freedom.
Perhaps someday our
quiet,
synths
which is
can
how we like
reclaim the
Stay safe
Commonwealth.
out there, people.
This truly is a wonderful place, isn't it?
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
No use. Sean.
Let your surroundings be a reminder of what science and willpower can accomplish. I often wonder what the Institute's founders would think of our accomplishments.
It's 1 p.m. This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All's quiet across the Commonwealth.
Attacking. Detected.
You're Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay tuned here for updates.
Any suffering?
Contact detected.
All quiet.
Stealth capabilities. Fascinating.
Sean.
I couldn't be more proud of what we've achieved. Our advances will, in time, change the world. Hello, Father. I hope your time in the Institute has been enjoyable.
It's 1 p.m. This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
Dr. Fillmore,
Hey, what do you need?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Allie.
Hi there. Something I can help you with?
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
That armor should serve you well in a firefight.
Hey there.
Just a routine patrol, sir.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth.
I'm not even doing anything.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Sometimes I hide my dad's work notes just to mess with him. It drives him crazy. Whatever you think I didn't do it. Alice is a liar.
Hi there.
If you're looking for my mom or dad, they're probably still working. Watch out around here. If they catch you having fun, they make you do boring science.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed. Greetings, sir.
Hi.
Scanning. Subject identified.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all
Remember
across
to
the
conserve
Commonwealth.
power at every opportunity.
Nothing to report.
It must make you
All
proud to
maintenance
see all that
requests
Father
should be
has done.
directed to the facilities
All
division.
that he has built.
Hey, pal.
I've heard stories, and the surface sure sounds scary. My daddy says your father's daddy, but he looks so much older than you. I wish Quinton would stop telling those stupid stories.
Sean.
Let your surroundings be a reminder of what science and willpower can accomplish.
All systems nominal.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced.
Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates. This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Anything I can do? Or just say the word.
Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat.
You can fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
It's 3 p.m.
Here's that holotape you gave me, full of Institute data.
I'm busy. Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember?
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
You're tuned to
Excuse me.
All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
We are honored to welcome you here.
can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a... Ultimately, unfortunately, as remarkable as our synths are, the superior...
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
4 o'clock. You're tuned to Minuteman Radio. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SR.
Hey there.
Nothing to report, sir.
Anything
I
suspicious
carried out my
to the
duties,
SRB.
as usual.
Dr. Power Armor
I mean,
is sturdy
no,
enough,
he's not.
but it limits
But I
your
was
mobility.
only...
What is it? Were you or
I
always
was,
be vigilant?
but I swear
We
it's
have
not what
many
it
enemies.
sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't.
Father's work has been a
You don't
real
want me to
inspiration
tell you
for me.
twice. Now get back to your duties.
Your presence here is
Be
a
on the
great
lookout
gift,
for unusual
not just to
synth
Father,
behavior.
but to
Be
all
careful
of us.
wearing that. You might be mistaken for a Brotherhood of Steel soldier. Carry on, sir. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Pardon me, sir.
Hey there.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volker.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary.
Let's see what you have.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. Radio Freedom. It's 5 p.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
I'm ready to move in, sir.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we're not alone.
We'll be taking that.
Guess it was nothing.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main. Engaging target. Raiders know we're coming. The sooner we get started, the better.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
So long as he doesn't start eyeing me up for reclamation, it'll probably be good to have another gun on our side.
Stay safe.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.
Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing
My
to report.
orders are to help
Stay
you
safe,
capture
people.
the synth and Libertalia. I'll be waiting there when you're ready.
tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Get
Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary violence.
Precisely. Shouldn't have to bloody any more noses than we have to.
Well, he might not be alone up there. Violence might be inevitable. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Hey.
What's the plan?
Wait there.
I'll stay put.
Come on.
Can do.
Grab that.
Done and done.
Get that.
Count on it.
Well done. By your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the town. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something cool. Take them out!
Nice work, sir. I'll take this.
Hey,
this is X6
over here.
Ready to relay with your claim synth B592. New quarters are ready.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Son, I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies. I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort in the knowledge that the threat has been removed. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome.
It's just past 10 p.m.
Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Feels like this project is going to be
Sir, we've had another situation.
Was nothing
A
short
code
of
red.
What?
Did I turn off the interflare?
This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Broken.
Always be vigilant.
Spend enough time with me, and you'll be sick to death of the word Sith. I certainly am.
Power armor is sturdy enough, but it limits your mobility.
Your new quarters are here, sir. When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Son.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I try and talk it out, see if things can be resolved peacefully.
An admirable goal. And yet we find ourselves in a situation where something more significant must be done. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
They must want to protect something awful precious.
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry to have held you up.
Try and keep up from here out. Our targets are inside, 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
All quiet. Stay safe out there. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. Nothing.